All right, well, today's video is going to be the 33-week update. Not a whole lot has changed. We've done a bunch of things, but I guess we'll start out by having Jen talk about her latest checkup.
Hey everyone, I went to the doctor yesterday and it was a good checkup. Can't say it was a bad one. I was surprised to hear I did not gain anything since 2 weeks ago. Very surprised because I feel huge. But the doctor says she's not worried at all, and that's what matters. Says the baby could just be taking everything from me. So I guess it's a hungry little critter in there. She said next appointment they'll do a bunch of different tests at 35 weeks, so I have to look forward to all that fun stuff.
Getting poked and prodded, I'm sure.
Well, it is what it is. All the pregnant girls go through it, so I gotta do it too. And that's okay. I've been feeling on and off still. Heartburn can be a disaster at nighttime. Awful. Sleeping, starting to get a little bit uncomfortable, having a harder time falling asleep. Waking up to pee frequently, like everybody else. Had some sternum pain the past week and a half, literally right here. And at first I was really nervous because everybody I was asking about, everybody's like, no, I never had that. Then the doctor was like, oh, I've never heard of that. And then I finally talked to a friend on Thursday who confirmed she also had it. And it's just your body reacting to the baby punching, kicking, moving, getting bigger, moving all around. So I'm not worried anymore. At work, we had confirmed cases of chickenpox. So that was a little nerve-wracking on Wednesday. But I had them as a child, and the doctor said I'm immune to them, so she's not worried at all. So I'm not worried at all.
That's all that matters. But apparently, if she didn't have chickenpox and got them while pregnant, it could be bad news for the baby, but she didn't really tell you why, though.
No, she just said, you don't have to worry about it, so we don't have to cross that problem.
If anyone knows that, leave a comment below. Let us know what's going on with that, because I just haven't Googled it yet, really. That's the only thing. So when's your next appointment?
Well, my 34-week ultrasound is next Friday, and we'll be checking, of course, my cyst that I have on my right side, and they'll be checking the baby. So that will be exciting to be able to see the baby again and find out the new weight and all that good stuff. And then the following week, the week before Halloween, I'll have my 35-week checkup.
And then you're actually going to meet Dr. Roosby at that point, right?
Yep. My midwife, who I loved, is actually on maternity leave. Her last day was yesterday, so I wish her all the best and excited to find out if she's having a boy or girl. Another one going the old-fashioned way.
Makes things so much more difficult, but I have no choice in that matter. Lost that battle before we even started.
We're still in the battle of names.
Yep. The latest name update is we got down to, what was it, 2 names for a girl, and there's 2 names for a boy too?
I guess around there.
It either is or isn't. But
well, there's still one name that I really like that he didn't like with the last name. So we're still kind of...
Like, I feel like when you go to pick a name, it has to have a nice flow through
Hi,
it.
baby.
And there's a name that we both like, but once you say it out loud, like the full name that we're going for, with Ostertag at the end, it just didn't have the right ring to it. It sounded off to me, so it kind of ruined that. And Dixie, come here. What's the matter?
Picking a name is hard work. I mean, he's just like, oh, let's flip a coin. I'm not flipping a coin to pick my baby's name. That's not going to happen. Yeah, he also said instead of flipping a coin, he's like, we can rock, paper, scissors it. Yeah, no.
I would have won.
That ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. The name has to flow right, has to sound right, but when someone can't make a decision about a name.
And somebody else has vetoed every single name that I really, I
lot.
wouldn't say loved, but a lot of names that I liked.
I don't think we want to be a little different with a name. We don't want a name that like everyone has, but we're not going to go some crazy like Star or some weird hippie name or anything like that, or Apple. Could do Apple. Yeah. So that list is progressing. Hopefully by next week.
We'll see.
Maybe. So no.
Well, on Monday, I had to go to a training for Columbus Day. And Papa Bear was here, and he worked all day in the soon-to-be baby's room. I came home, and the house smelled very clean. It wasn't. It was just the baby's room.
Yeah, that room, for having the office in there and never really going in there, because after, working with the computer all day long, and fixing them and coming home is the last thing you really want to do.
So what are you saying? Because I work with children, I'm not going to want to come home and care for our child?
No. Computers are totally different.
Oh.
They're totally different. You can interact with the child and you can get to do things. The computer is just not going to work for you. But the room was say neglected for quite some time, so it was filthy.
We also had 2 different sets of kittens in there over the last 3 years.
So the one mom cat destroyed both the screens. So I had to replace the screens. I had to patch all the holes that were on the wall from the monitors. So there was 2, 4, 8 holes in the wall. Scrubbed the windows, took the blinds out, bleached those, rinsed those, scrubbed the walls, sanded a bunch of things down. So now I gotta wash the walls one more time and start painting. And then, when did we go to Home Depot?
Well, on Monday, when I got home and everything, we ended up going to Lowe's.
Just to check out flooring.
It was a waste of time.
It was terrible.
It was like an hour in the store. My heartburn started attacking. I felt miserable. I wanted to go. And he's like, no, let's keep looking. But then the next night we went to Home Depot and met an awesome sales guy who helped us out so much. Kudos to him.
Yeah, the staff at Home Depot was great that night.
We ended up buying flooring.
Yeah, because we're looking at the regular planks that you snap together and whatever. Nothing crazy fancy for in there. But everything was average was $1.50, $2 a square foot. So he's like, well, I got some stuff down here. So I walk all the way down to the other side of the store pretty much. And we looked at one, and I was like, oh, what's the price on these down here? So he scans it, and he's like, $6. I'm like, $6? It's 25 cents a square foot. Like, I called her. She was on the other end of the aisle. I don't know why I just didn't do it, but she's like, you called me for this? Like, just buy it. So we got the wood for the floor ended up being like $36. We got 6 boxes. And the padding underneath was actually more expensive than the actual material, which I thought was kind of funny. But once the room's painted, then put the floor down and then start actually prepping to decorate, I guess you could say. So that'd be nice. Maybe tomorrow or sometime this week we'll actually do a quick walkthrough of what the room looks like now, then we'll do the progression of the room.
It's not a big room, so we don't really need a lot of time to do a walkthrough, that's for sure.
Yeah, it'd be pretty quick. Yeah, the room's small. It's only like 11 by 9 with a nice little closet in there. But we have the other guest room, larger room with a lot of stuff in it, and it just wasn't, all that stuff won't fit in the other room. So for now, with the baby in the old office, and then if there's a baby too, then we'll figure it out from there. If we have her way and 4 babies, then I don't know, we'll build a barn out in the back maybe. Stash them all back there. You wouldn't mind that, would you?
If you want to go out to the barn to do midnight feedings, sure.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
So, my surprise baby shower did not happen yet. Not quite sure when, but there's not a whole lot of weeks it can be at this point. But I gave my sister a dress that I would like to wear and 3 different sweaters to go with it. And I realized I had no foot attire. I only have heels, and they're not even like pumps for winter. They're all pretty springy summer looking and all pretty high. And at this point, somebody doesn't think I should wear heels.
I just don't see how it's comfortable at this point.
And I realized I have 0 flats. So we went to DSW today, spent over an hour. I tried on at least 2 dozen flats, and either they were too big in the heel, too tight in the toe, too narrow, nothing fit. So we get to go out tomorrow again.
Oh, we are.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
And hopefully find a pair of flats that will fit my feet for this baby shower. If not, Mama Bear might be barefoot.
Or flip-flops.
Yeah, nothing like flip-flops in 30 degrees.
There's always stories like, oh, the feet are so swollen, the feet are so swollen. Your feet aren't even swollen at all, I would say. You just had the worst luck. It was like a half size difference was massive for some reason. Usually it's a slight little thing, but...
I mean, he was my witness. I tried on
I was
pair
literally just
after
grabbing
pair.
pairs and just throwing them to her. And you'd sit down and knock over a box about 300-400 times. So that was nice.
I did get 2 pairs of little sneakers though, and I realized it's been over a year since I actually bought myself any kind of foot attire. So I was kind of happy with getting a pair of little Vans and
Sperry's.
Yep, Sperry's. My sister said they're the best shoe ever, so we'll see.
So tomorrow's adventure,
Besides for getting flats.
apparently besides getting flats, hopefully my dad will be coming by with some help, and we're going to try to put in the dog fence tomorrow.
Because we just heard actually
That she ran out on my mom and
on Friday.
ran around the backyard, went across the street, put the neighbor's dogs. So we definitely need to get that in so she can run around. But of course tomorrow's going to be the coldest day of the week, I think, at like 30 degrees all day. So that should be fun. I'm not looking forward to that.
I have to start decorating for Halloween. At this point we're at the 2-week mark. So I have to start getting this house ready. Because even though I am 33 weeks,
Yep, there it is.
we are still having a Halloween party and I'll be 35 weeks. So I have to get the house looking fun and spooky and all ready for Halloween night. So yeah, with Halloween being 2 weeks away, I gotta get this house all ready. Spooky and cute looking. And being that somebody to my right doesn't want to help decorate, it's pretty much just me.
I'm not a big fan of decorating.
But I refuse to have a Halloween party without decorating. And we have a lot of decorations from over the years. So they will be out.
I'll bring all this stuff up.
Oh, big help. Husband of the year.
But there's a lot of bins. A lot of stuff.
Wait till Christmas, which is actually this year. I will be decorating on maternity leave. So his little rule of, oh, no Christmas before December 1st won't be happening.
But I think you can't decorate for Thanksgiving.
Well, a little bit at a time will be, because I'm on maternity from November 4th on. So somebody's just going to have to deal with it.
But yeah, so that's going to be it for this week. Obviously we'll have another update next week, and hopefully we'll have a video in between then of some random stuff. We have to start doing more of that.
Although when I say, hey, why don't we film this? Nah, I don't want to film that.
Yeah, I know, I have to stop saying that.
Once again, he vetoes names and he vetoes other things. It almost seems like if it's not his idea, he doesn't want to do it.
She's catching on. But for those of you who have subscribed to the channel, thank you. We appreciate that. For those who haven't, please click the subscribe button. And if you'd like to update, give it a thumbs up, like, share the video, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good one.